LEGO and Disney have come together again and created Series 3 CMFs for Disney's 100th anniversary. This series had the potential to be the best to ever come out for a CMF lineup. But did it fall short? Could there have been other options that would have made this the greatest CMF set of all time? We're going to take a deep dive into this series and find out. The new LEGO Disney 100 CMF series contains 18 characters. Oswald, Pinocchio, Jiminy, Sorcerer Mickey, Tiana, the Shadow Man, Dr. Facilier, Queen of Hearts, Princess Aurora, Mulan, Ernesto de la Cruz, Miguel, Pocahontas, Cruella de Vil, Robin Hood, Prince John, Stitch, Baymax, and the Evil Queen. While some of these characters are no-brainers, some are questionable on why they made it into this series. In 1923, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit was created by Walt Disney under Universal Pictures. When Walt left Universal, the rights of that character stayed with Universal until Disney obtained the rights of the character in exchange for Al Michaels. Oswald, being Walt Disney's actual first character, is a no-brainer for it being in the Disney 100 CMF lineup. And in this set, it is a perfect copy of the character in LEGO form. From the floppy ears and blue shorts, there is little that could be done wrong with this figure. In 1940, Pinocchio was released, probably one of the more darker classics, with a great overall story. Pinocchio represents all of us, a character longing to be more than what they are, and Jiminy, Pinocchio's conscience to keep him in check along his travels. Pinocchio is an all-time classic that stands the test of time. Now we'll look at the minifigures. The figures show very accurate representations of the character, with the fact that they have unique noses and smaller legs. They do make a great addition to the CMF lineup. Also in 1940, Fantasia was released, and we were introduced to Sorcerer Mickey, one of my favorite characters of all time. Sorcerer Mickey fills us with wonder and the power to overcome our darkest fears. The Sorcerer Mickey that comes in the new line of minifigures is nothing short of perfect. Next in the lineup we have Tiana and Dr. Facilier. In 2009 we were introduced to these characters from The Princess and the Frog. With the current changeover of Splash Mountain to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, it only made sense to add these two. This is the first problem I have with this set. One, the fact that there are two characters from one movie, and also the Dr. Facilier should have had longer legs. Our next minifigure is from the 1951 classic Alice in Wonderland, the Queen of Hearts. With Alice in Wonderland being one of the most recognizable movies, and since we've already had Alice and Cheshire Cat figures in Series 1, adding Queen of Hearts only made sense in Series 3. 1959 gave us Sleeping Beauty, Princess Aurora, child princess who was cursed to an eternal sleep on her 18th birthday because her parents didn't invite Maleficent to a party. The minifigure is shown in her pink gown with an owl accessory. My dilemma with this minifigure is that with the scene of Princess Aurora with the owl, she's actually in her Briar Rose outfit. So one would think that since she has an owl for an accessory, she would be represented with her brown and black outfit. Our next figure comes from the 1998 film Mulan. Mulan is the story of a woman who has chosen a different path than expected. The Mulan figure is an excellent choice for this series, shown in her fighting outfit with her pale cricket. This is a perfect addition to the series and one that I'm glad that they made. Next up is two figures from the 2017 movie Coco, Miguel and Ernesto de la Cruz. I am super excited that they added this character into the lineup for CMFs. Again, my issue is having two characters from the same movie. While I do enjoy Ernesto de la Cruz's minifigure, and I love the attention to detail of his jacket, and his hat is amazing. It comes back to having two characters from the same movie in the lineup where they could have done so much more. But we'll get into that a little bit later. 1959 brought us Pocahontas. While the story is filled with controversy, it is one of Disney's most cherished films. The minifigure is stunning, and it looks exactly like the character in the movie. And I love the details of the accessories that come with her. A compass and 3 leaf elements. 1961 brought us 101 Dalmatians, and a villain we all love to hate, Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil is probably one of the worst villains ever. The story about dogs getting lost in a city, and Cruella de Vil wanting to get the dogs' coats so that she can make a coat with it. Onto the minifigure. The minifigure I have an issue with. When you think of Cruella de Vil. You think of Cruella in her white fur coat. The minifigure is in a yellow jacket. I have a hard time enjoying the character in the minifigure form with the yellow jacket. Something about it just throws the whole entire thing off. I just don't believe that they do the character justice with the yellow jacket, and it should have been a white jacket. From the 1973 classic Robin Hood, we have Robin Hood and Prince John. We all know the story of Robin Hood. Steals from the rich, gives to the poor. Let's get to the minifigures. Robin Hood, an awesome fox. The print pieces are pretty solid, and you can't really do anything wrong with Robin Hood itself. I honestly do love these characters. These two, they did a really good job with Prince John. Love the crown on Prince John's head. The robe, perfect. These two figures do look great. Again, two figures from the same movie. 2002, we were introduced to Lilo and Stitch. Little mischievous alien that comes down to Earth, falls to Hawaii, and all chaos ensues. Overall, a great little story. What they did with this minifigure, 4 arms, 2 guns. They had the Stitch mold before, which is a reason why I don't think that this figure should actually be in this series. I still have yet to actually get a Stitch from series 1. When you take a look at this figure, it is a great figure. In his alien form, with the spacesuit on, with the ray guns, they did a really good job with this figure. I just don't feel that it belongs in series 3, maybe series 4. 2014, we were introduced to a great movie, Big Hero 6, which gave us Baymax. Baymax is a lovable giant marshmallow of a robot. I love Baymax. Baymax is a great character, great overall development throughout the whole entire film. I don't feel that they did Baymax justice with this minifigure. I do appreciate the fact that they gave him different arm molds and that they have him in his little charging station, but if to do Baymax right, Baymax needed to be one of the bigger figures, kind of like a Maui figure. And then last but not least, coming from the 1937 classic Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, it's the Evil Queen. If you don't know the story by now, it's a dark film. Finally, we're getting a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs figure, although it is the Evil Queen. It's a great figure, a great character. They did a very good job with the character, giving her a crown, giving her the magic mirror as an accessory. I don't think that they could have done anything different with this figure. Here is what I have an issue. There are so many other classic animated movies that Disney has made that should have been celebrated. Hercules, Hunchback, Tangled, Emperor's New Groove, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, Aristocats are all movies that needed to have some representation in this lineup. I feel that Lego should not have had 2 characters from one movie. Instead, I would have loved if they have done a heroes set and then a villain set later in the year. The other thing that is missing in this lineup is the lack of a main character from the first animated classic Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Snow White should have been one of these characters, which leads me to another question. Is there going to be a set that will have these characters in the near future? This classic animated film needed to be a part. That's my 2 cents on the Lego Disney 100 CMF Series 3 lineup. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you guys enjoy every single one of these characters? Which ones do you like the most? Which ones do you like the least? Once again, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Check out this other video right here, and we'll talk to you guys all in the next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.